And welcome on into another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. I'm Terry. That's Occupancy. You shaved. Oh my gosh. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
playoff
You look like
season,
a
you
new
know?
person. How's it going today,
Good,
Occupancy?
good. Thanks for having me on, Terry. How you doing?
Hey, no worries. And yeah, hey, it's doing pretty good. Final night of hockey. You got some couple spots zeroed in. But we have a great baseball slate tonight. Like a great slate. So
Mhm.
we'll jump right into the first game. San Diego minus 175 is in Pittsburgh, plus 155 here. It will be sorry, 1 second here. It'll be Darvish against Thompson. Um, Darvish isn't really a pitcher that I overly trust for the most part. It's not like he's a fade for me, but he's not somebody I overly trust. But on the other side here, Thompson has been bad. He was bad last year. He's been very bad this year. The Padres lineup has been smashing the ball as of late. So I am going with the Padres team total over 4.5, which I got at plus 105. Um, I think it's fair to just ask the Padres to score me 5 runs, and then if Pittsburgh somehow wins, then that's fine. But just get me 5 runs, and I think they could do it. And I think they could do it on Thompson, not even have to wait till the bullpen comes in. I think they could get 5 here in Thompson. So I'm going to go Padres team total over 4.5 at plus 105. Occupancy, Padres and Pirates. Any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I lean with you, Terry. San Diego Padres pitcher Hugh Darvish isn't terrible, but isn't great. Same guy, same me. Yeah, exactly. No bet. Just well, actually, a couple yesterday. Weird underdog day in the NHL, but no. I mean, yeah, it grows back pretty fast, but um, no, you Darvish. He's good, but he lets up. He still lets up hits and runs. He's boasting a 3.24 ERA right now. If you look at his WHIP, 1.08, 8.85 strikeouts per nine. Um, on the other side, Thompson, yeah, 10.8 ERA. Thompson hasn't played a lot in the majors. I was looking up his stats, and he was only at 75 innings pitched last year, so he's not really been around the block that much. He's not like a career pitcher in the MLB here. Um, the over caught my eye here. I mean, just the way, yeah, Terry was saying with Padres batters hitting. Um, it's warmed up in Pittsburgh, 63 Fahrenheit, and it was 40s earlier in the week with the Brewers series, and that was on over in that game, and the ball was just cold. It wasn't going anywhere. So with these pitchers, I lean to the over. I put a half unit on the over 7. That was like minus 125, minus 130. I think kind of protects you on either side. Like if one team is going to blow out, you get the over, and then I also bet the Padres run line minus 1.5 quarter unit. So this is one of my favorite games on the card. Yeah, Cody, yeah, your fee. I could see that. I do bet your fees, your fees.
See, most people I see bet no run first inning. I don't really see a lot of people that really like the yes run, but this game makes perfect sense why you would. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I haven't bet a your fee this year, but it's not like I'm against them. Like I think your fees are fine and their fees are fine. But I didn't get to one in this game. Player props I like too. Hosmer has been really good. I bet him and Cronenworth. If you wanted to look at the other side, I'd go for Hayes and Gamble. I looked at some historic trends, and Gamble actually hits Darvish okay. If you're looking the other side, I didn't bet it myself, but I have it down just in case. But no, I mean, really, just those bets on the over here, and um, yeah, I mean, should be an interesting duel. I think I kind of like these teams. Definitely, can try to watch this one later.
For sure. We'll jump on to the next one here. The Astros are in Toronto facing the Blue Jays. It'll be Urquidy here against Kikuchi. The Blue Jays minus 120 now at this book that I'm looking at. Kikuchi's pitched pretty well So obviously, he didn't have the best year last year. Since he's come to Toronto, his first game was a little bit rough, but in his last two starts, he's thrown the fastball a lot. And he's not usually a fastball thrower. So he's been having some success with his fastball. Um, the Jays have been hot. Offense, not so much. That's been slowing down a bit, but their pitching has been good and they've been winning games. So I like the spot here for the Blue Jays. Um, Coming off a good win yesterday, I think we see some more runs here. Obviously, it's not going to be 1-0 again, but I think we see some runs here. I think the Jays get a convincing win. But I'm just on the money line because it's a great price. And when it's this price, I'm definitely going to be taking it. Later on in the year, a matchup like this would be probably will be Jays minus 135, minus 140, um, in my opinion. So we'll take the Jays minus 115 here. Occupancy, Astros and Jays. What do you think here? You're muted.
Word. Sorry about that. Yeah, Terry, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first saw this line open, I thought plus 100 for the Houston. But then I started looking into both pitchers, and Kikuchi has a slight advantage. Um, Urquidy actually isn't terrible. I was looking at kind of some of his career numbers. Just to start the season, or he's let up 4, 8, and 6 for hits and 1, 6, and 2 for runs. That's six. Middle game didn't do great. Kikuchi on the other side, 5, 3, and 3 for hits and 3, 1, and 4 for runs. So Kikuchi's played a little bit tighter of a game. Last time these teams met, Houston won 8-7, but the previous two, Toronto won 1-run games. Like that was earlier in the beginning of the season. So after kind of seeing that, I'm not interested in Houston anymore. I didn't bet this game, but I don't see a clear edge here. Um, so no sides for me. And then for the total, it'd be a lean towards the over. What's the weather here? Oh, it's a dome, right? Um, yeah, I mean, nothing on a side or a total here for me.
All right. We're moving along to the next one here. The Angels are in Chicago facing the White Sox. Plus 105 for the Angels, minus 125 for the White Sox. This is going to be a good pitching matchup. Syndergaard against Giolito. Giolito has 2 games that he's pitched in, went 4 innings both games, and only allowed 1 run. He's pitched very well. On the other side, Syndergaard looks like his old self. He's 2-0. He's pitched in 3 games. His last one was a no decision, going 5 or 6 innings, and hasn't allowed more than 2 runs. What I'm doing with this one, I'm taking the Angels' first 5 money line, which I got at plus 110. Yes, Giolito's been pitching well, but the Angels are the hotter team right now of these two teams. And getting Syndergaard at a plus 110 price and first 5, it's kind of a no brainer for me. I could see this being tied. So if that's the case, it'll be a push. But I can also see the Angels ahead by 1 or 2 runs. So I'm taking Angels money, first 5 money line plus 110. Occupancy, any thoughts here, Angels and White Sox?
Yeah, Terry, I'm leaning with you on this one. 61-degree Fahrenheit night, 13 miles per hour winds in, with 2 really good pitchers on the mound. I did end up at a nerfy in this one. But I also, the first thing I saw was like Angels at plus 10, plus 100, plus 107 price. With Syndergaard was going to be a bet on pitcher for me. Um, on his new team, he looked really good in his first start. I got to watch that game. I was really impressed with what he was throwing. His first 3, he's let up 2, 5, and 3 hits, and that's led to 0, 2, and 2 runs. But Giolito's also played well, 1 and 4. How many hits he let up, and then 0 and 1 run. So they're both both really strong pitchers here. I do like an under, but I don't. At a 7, it's I'd almost buy up under 4 in the first 5 before I went to the 7. Just because the Angels, they've been playing some pretty good offense as well. Um, so yeah, right now for me it's the Nerfy, and then lean towards the under 8 and the Angels on the money line.
I like it. I like it. No run first inning for White Sox. Yes. Yes, that's what you just. Yeah, you're on that. No run first inning.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm kind of tempted to bet my first Nerfy of the year, so we'll see if I get there. This one's going to be a good game too. Here, the Twins plus 110 are in Tampa, minus 130. It's Dylan Bundy against Corey Kluber here. What can be said about Dylan Bundy? Um, is this the same pitcher as last year? He just looks like a completely different pitcher. Um, he's won his all 3 starts and has allowed 1 run in the 3 games. He's gone 5 innings each time, and he's walked 1 batter. This is unsustainable. The way Bundy is pitching right now, there's no way he can continue this all season long. But he is pitching absolutely amazing. The Twins are playing pretty good and kind of surprising people right now. How this is plus money, I think it's because the Twins are playing the Rays, and the Rays name, the price, just the Tampa Bay Rays, the price of their name brings it down to make them favorites. That's People are still looking at last year, and yes, the Rays have been a good team for a while, but they're taking a step back this year for sure. This Twins team has surprised people, so they surprised me, and Dylan Bundy has really surprised me. To get Minnesota Twins first 5 money line at plus 110, it's just like, okay, of course I have to take it. The way Bundy's pitching right now, I'm all on the Twins here. Occupancy, Twins and Rays. What do you think of this one?
I agree with you, Terry, on the value proposition here, and Bundy playing well. I watched the whole Mariners Rays game yesterday, pretty much the whole 9 innings, and oh man, Flexen pitched a gem. He played so well. If it wasn't for one ball off his leg, that'd be a tie game, no decision. He ends up getting the loss. Tampa's one of those sneaky teams where they don't have to do a lot to win. We see what they do with their bullpen. They can play small ball. They kind of hang around long enough to get the wins. Um, when you take a look at the advanced stats, um, Kluber had a rough last game. He's got 3.68 ERA to Bundy's 0.59. Over the FIP in Sierra, Kluber's got a 4.24 and Bundy's got a 1.71. Kluber's got a 4.13 Sierra to Bundy's 3.16. So, I mean, Bundy's playing well. So I definitely have the advantage him, but I had the advantage to Flexen last night as well. And I'm not saying that it's a completely different game, completely different teams. But for a minus 130, I'm not going to lay that against a team again that has a better potential pitcher on the mound. But what I do want to do with this series is maybe pass on the first game. If the Twins win tonight, depending on who's on the mound tomorrow, then I would go and run line the Rays tomorrow. That would be the way I'd be looking to play this series.
All right. And we'll move on to the 5th game before we get to last pitch and the best bet segment. The Phillies plus 100 are in New York facing the Mets minus 120. Here it's Aaron Nola versus Tyler McGill. Another good pitching matchup in this one here. I actually don't have anything on this game. I chose it expecting Tim and Nick to be here because obviously it's their Mets against the Phillies.
Mhm.
But Tyler McGill's pitched pretty well. Actually, no, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I have the Mets on the first 5 money line minus 120. I forgot. Oops. Um, McGill's pitched pretty well so far this year. Better than anyone expected, I think. Nola hasn't quite looked like himself yet. Um, Although it is just most of these pitchers have 3 starts. So 3 starts in, we're still too early to tell how everything's going to go throughout the season. But right now, the Mets are the better team. McGill is the better pitcher. So I'm going to take the Mets on the first 5 money line, minus 120. The total is 6.5 in this one, which is kind of scary. That's a hockey total, not really a baseball total. So I won't be getting involved in the total here, but I think the Mets have a good chance in this one. Occupancy, wearing your Mets hat, is that a sign here?
It is. We got a 58-degree Fahrenheit night, 12-mile-per-hour winds. They're not telling us which direction. We know those city winds can be going all directions at night. So I don't necessarily see a high scoring game here, even though the Phillies are coming off that series with the Rockies. There were plenty of runs in that one. When I take a look at the pitchers, you're right. It's really early in the season, but out the gate, McGill has a slight advantage, about a full run, almost run and a half lower in the ERA than Nola there. And the way the Mets are playing, I'm absolutely going to be on the Mets tonight. I think minus 128 is a good price for a team who's playing really well. If you look at what the Phillies have done, they did pretty good in the last series. But before that, I mean, you can see where they're at in the standings. Um, 10-10. So I like the Mets here. I think they get it done. I'll be looking towards full game money line.
All right, going on to last pitch here. I just updated my record. So on the baseball season to date, I'm 70, 71, and 5, but up 12 units. So doing pretty good in the baseball season so far. Hope to keep it going. I will go over all the picks I have today. And if you want to find my picks or the show's picks, the link to the spreadsheet is in the description of this video. Today, Padres team total over 4.5, plus 105. Seattle Mariners full game money line, minus 110. That's the game we didn't go over. Blue Jays money line, minus 115. Angels first 5 money line, plus 110. Minnesota Twins first 5 money line, plus 110. New York Mets first 5 money line, minus 120. And then I have a 3-game MLB parlay. Yankees, Dodgers, San Francisco, all on the money line, plus 211. So that is my parlay of the day, and I have a full unit on that one. I like all 3 of those teams to get the win tonight. Occupancy, last pitch. Anything else you want to say about the MLB card? The floor is yours.
Yeah. It's been a pretty good season so far. Took a tiny hit yesterday, but I'm at 27, 30, and 2 for plus 2.89 units. And then in player props, 39 and 64 and 3, and right around plus 6 units. So baseball's been good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of work to do to keep that up, but I kind of like where the data is at, and it's a great sport here. So the other things I bet, I got to the Nerfy in the Philly and Mets game as well. I parlayed that with the Angels and White Sox Nerfy for a quarter unit. I have a quarter unit on the Dodgers first 5 money line, the Giants first 5 money line, the Yankees first 5 money line, and the Padres first 5 money line. I have a quarter unit on the Seattle Mariners money line, I capped that game. Both Brash and Hernandez don't have a ton of MLB experience. Um, but again, I I watched. I mean, yeah, these are two even teams, but I did watch. Seattle really had a tough loss yesterday. They were so close. It was like one of those like we played a good baseball game, but just didn't come out with the win. So I think Seattle gets it done here against not the top guys for Miami. So that little reasoning there. I dropped my unit size down, so I guess it's an eighth of a unit for player prop parlays. I'm on Eugenio Suarez over half a hit with Jake Cronenworth over half a hit. It's right around plus money, a little over. And then I have a same unit size on Julio Rodriguez of the Mariners over half a hit with Eric Hosmer over half a hit. And I have a half unit on the over seven Padres Pirates, like I was saying, and then the Padres minus 1.5 with a quarter unit.
All right. Awesome. We'll bring up the current show standings before we get to best bets. It's been a good MLB season for me so far. In first with 6 units, up 6 units. Brian second, up 2.16. Occupancy, you're there in third, 1.6 units, 8 and 6. Doing pretty well. And we're all in the green in parlay pieces. So that's pretty good. And we'll move on along to today's picks. And we will start with dog of the day as we usually do. For me, today, I'm taking the Minnesota Twins. They're my dog. Nick went with Houston. Tim went with the Angels. Bryant went with the Angels. Nathan went with the Cubs. Occupancy, is there a dog that you like today?
It's funny, Terry. I was looking in the wrong column, and I was like, "How did no one take Syndergaard and the Angels today?" I was over one. Yeah, I mean, unless I can find something else.
See, I almost went with the Angels, but I decided to go with the Twins instead. So that's just me. But
I guess I'm more scared of Tampa than I am the White Sox right now. But I'll go with the Angels. Yeah.
All right. Over or under. No totals that I really like today. So I didn't get to anything here. Nick went with Houston, Toronto over 8.5. So he is expecting runs in that one. And Nathan went with San Diego and Pittsburgh. First 5 over 3.5. Occupancy, is there a total you like today?
Yeah, again, thanks to everyone watching the show. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, get notifications. Yeah, I love talking baseball and betting baseball with everyone. I'm pretty sure I'm in last, right, Terry, for over under.
Yeah, currently.
Yeah,
Currently 3-7-3 there.
it's respectable for someone who is used to hockey over unders.
Hey, you're in the green and everything else, so it happens. And it is a
Yeah.
long baseball season. So
I'm still learning, and like, look, I mean,
yeah.
I obviously encourage education and reading up on the league. Like ESPN put out a couple good articles on the changes of the baseball and April trends and whatnot. So I just listen, I gotta get back into the green. I have the half unit on the over 7 for the San Diego Pittsburgh game. Come on, let's have a good Friday night for the fans over there. Let's get a couple runs.
Sounds good to me. Best bets, best parlay pieces. I'm taking San Diego team total over 4.5 as my best bet. Nope, I'm not taking the Blue Jays today. Not because I'm not confident in them. I just love this San Diego team total bet right now, especially at plus money.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite bet of the day. So that's why it's
Nice.
my best bet. Best parlay piece, I'll take Minnesota plus 2.5. Nick went with the Yankees run line as his best bet. Yankees money line as his parlay piece. Tim is taking the Twins money line plus 114, and he's taking Toronto plus 1.5 as his parlay piece. Bryant is doing a parlay. He's taking the Twins and the Yankees both on the money line at plus 209, and he's taking the Dodgers team total over 3.5 as his parlay piece. And Nathan's going with a Nerfy parlay. Philly and Mets, Angels and White Sox, both no run first inning, plus 161. And he is going to take the Padres team total over 1.5 in the first 5 as his parlay piece. Occupancy, best bet, best parlay piece. What are you thinking today?
I think my best bet is Seattle Mariners money line.
Seattle money line. All right, and I think that's around
minus 115 right now.
minus 110 at my book here.
Okay, so good. Yeah, that's good.
We'll give you that.
Yeah.
Best parlay piece.
Yeah. Why don't we go with Padres team total over? How much can I chalk this down? Maybe 3.5 for the whole game. 3.5 is minus, so 3.5 minus 165. Yeah, I know odds don't matter.
That's more than fair.
Yeah.
More than fair. All right, that is the show. Best luck to everybody tonight. Oh, we have a comment here. We'll bring up. Love that Padres team total. Yeah, me too, Raymond. That's why I made it my best bet. So fingers crossed. Best of luck to everybody tonight. Smash like button if you like the content. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We will have the NHL show, final regular season NHL show in half hour. And then tomorrow we'll have our baseball show, 1 p.m. Eastern. And then tomorrow night we will have our NHL playoff preview show, which is probably going to get a little feisty at times. So pre-warning that the playoff show will probably get a little feisty there. But as long as we all stay friends afterwards, that's all that matters. And best luck to everybody tonight. And we'll see you in half hour for our hockey edition of Getting Well with Terry and Friends. Best of luck, guys.